TFLW is on. My name's Kerry Murphy. I'm a longtime NASCAR media member and syndicated radio host of all things The Final Lap. Our co-host for the show is Toby Christie. He is our founder and editor-in-chief over there at TobyChristie.com. We are kicking off this segment with YouTube. YouTube.com/The Final Lap. We are so happy that you are liking and subscribing and mashing bells and all that other stuff.
Bells.
Yes, all the YouTube kind of stuff. So if you're joining us for the first time in the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of fun and we're doing new stuff. We're mixing it up here on YouTube.com/The Final Lap. Or is it mixing? Like this?
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool. Your arm keeps disappearing.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. It is kind of where am I? Am I like in the middle of a street?
You're promoting a movie currently.
I think it says Space Jam right here, doesn't it? Oh, my finger disappeared. No!
Wow! What? It's like Back to the Future. Like, did you show your parents somebody else along the way or something? You're vanishing.
No! All right,
so Biff.
Let's get into it. This is the meat and potatoes of why we are here on YouTube to discuss the Kyle Larson versus Christopher Bell SmackDown in the works.
Of course, because the SmackDown has not occurred yet, but it's going to.
But it might.
Obviously.
It could happen.
They seem to be quite miffed at each other.
They do seem angered. Let's lay down some quotes for you first, and then we're going to break down a little discussion. Kyle Larson said this week, initially I thought I was completely at the wrong, but honestly I think more after watching the replay, I think we both had a factor in what happened. I got in there. I didn't dive bomb like he said I did. I was half a car length back from him going down the front stretch, looking to his inside, the whole braking zone, and was actually further forward than I actually was. I locked the brakes up late in the braking zone when I realized he was going to turn in the corner and really turned in like I wasn't there, end quote.
So now he's flipped his story totally from Sunday, saying,
right.
Hey, I'm so sorry to Christopher Bell, took him out. Now he's saying Christopher Bell took himself out and nearly wiped out his race-winning number 5 car in the process.
Yep, that's true. Right.
So what a retraction of an apology.
Well, I mean, he saw the video.
I guess, but how could it be that different in the moment? He still has to think that he had something to do with it, right?
I suppose, I guess. I mean, that just shows you that in the moment, you don't necessarily have all your facts straight, so...
You just apologize when you don't know if it's your fault?
Just willy-nilly. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I feel like it might be just because Christopher Bell hasn't answered the call this week.
Yeah, what is going on with that? I mean...
I don't know. So... Then Christopher Bell has voiced his displeasure with Larson after the race on Sunday, saying, quote, I haven't seen it, so I don't know if I crowded him at all, but he shouldn't have been there in the first place. He didn't really have a run coming off of turn 7. We were all packed up, end quote. And, of course, we saw Larson apologize during the post-race interview like we said.
Right.
And now he's reached out to Christopher Bell, but no answer from his... And they race together a lot. They've done a lot of dirt racing over the years. They are in pretty constant communication, I'd imagine.
All right. So we saw the apology after the race from Kyle. I guess there was even more from Larson. I guess he was really vocal this week. He said, quote, I reached out and tried, but I guess he's not willing to talk to me, which is kind of whatever. I think any adult in the field would at least have a conversation with you, but he doesn't care to, so we'll move on from it. And if he wants to get back, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. If it makes him sleep better at night, I'm gonna wait. If it makes him sleep better at night, I screwed this up in the in my radio show too, and I did like 8 takes. So it continues. If it makes him sleep better at night to ignore me and want to crash me or whatever, so be it. End quote. Hey, I got through it.
Commas in that quote. That's the problem.
Right.
That's why you're getting so tripped up.
He's so whatever in this quote. Whatever.
At least he didn't do whatevs. That would have really tweaked off Christopher Bell.
Well, that would have been better for me because I can relate.
Great for you, bad for Bell.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Gary? Do you think there's payback to be had?
I think so. I mean, we're heading to a road course
this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this could be big. If this payback occurs this week, this could change the regular season championship.
I guess. I mean, Larson's in no matter what.
Well, no, but as far as the 15 bonus points for being regular season champion, that could be back to being Denny Hamlin's to win.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
This could be big.
But what if, I'm saying, whatever, what if Christopher Bell does his payback maneuver, it doesn't seal the deal, and Larson still wins?
I mean, that is a possibility. It could happen. The way Larson's been running this year, you
Right.
never know.
Well, I think back to Chase Elliott, who, dive bombed into a tire barrier and eventually won the race at Charlotte.
Well, and there's also the situation that you could be a Danica Patrick when she tried taking out Landon Castle a few years back.
Right.
She wrecked herself. So, I mean, you never know. It's always a funny game when you're trying to do payback, especially at a track that these guys haven't really raced on. So,
yeah,
this week will be interesting because you don't really know what spots are good to pay somebody back at. You don't know where you'll be getting certain runs at or possible passing opportunities. So it'll be pretty interesting to see what happens. If he does pay him back immediately this week, that sends a pretty good statement that Christopher Bell's not playing around.
Yeah. Okay, real quick, we've got one headline that involves Kyle Larson. He went ahead and won something already?
Well, yeah, he always wins things.
Well, yeah, that's true. He doesn't lose much. So
yeah. So depending on when you're listening to this, he's also running the Knoxville Nationals this week, trying to get his first win in that prestigious dirt race. But
that's
he
a big
did.
Race.
Yeah, that is a big one. So he did also. What is it? Saturday or Sunday night? Monday night. Won the 26th annual Sage Fruit Front Row Challenge in a 410 wing sprint car event, and held off Brian Brown in that one. Had a pretty good late race battle with Brian Brown, but pulled out to a almost 1.3 second win, and got it done. Casey Kane, by the way, NASCAR former number 5 driver, finished 5th.
Wow!
So there you go.
All right, so there you have our SmackDown Kyle Larson bonanza.
So do you think if he takes him out this week, do you think Kyle Larson then returns the favor?
I don't know. That could go on forever.
Because
then.
Kyle doesn't think he did anything wrong now after watching the video.
Yeah, that's true.
So now if you feel like you haven't done anything wrong and you get retaliation on you, don't you go, well, screw that. Now I owe you one for sure.
Yeah, well, then this could go on forever. It's the new feud.
Let's hope it does. That'd be awesome.
We need something like this. Neither of them kind of seem like that kind of driver, though, but we'll see.
That's true. So it will be interesting. I think more than anything, it's more of a mind game at this point. Especially for Bell. Somebody like Larson's kind of running away with things. The only thing he can do is put that in the back of his head, says, oh, crap, he might take me out if I do something here, so I'll give him some space, or maybe I'll just let off and let him go. So he might keep that in his back pocket, but it will be interesting to see if he cashes out on that immediately this weekend. If you like our there's no pickups in YouTube. If you like our there could be, but it's going to be a weird edit and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna let it roll. If you like our weekly discussions here at the Final Lap Weekly on YouTube, feel free to like, which is free. You can always like. I like free stuff. It does not cost you a thing to like us. If you like it even more than that, hit subscribe, and that way you'll get alerted of all of our new stuff. Same thing with the bell. And thank you so much for watching here on youtube.com/thefinallap. If you want more great content from the audio world, we're going to head over back to the radio and podcast side, and you can join us there or wherever you get your podcasts. Yes.